Well, last night, Clayton Richard ends up going 7 1/3 of 2-run ball, 2 strikeouts, no walks, 84 pitches. He pitched into the 8th inning for his 3rd straight start, all part of a 6-2 victory for the Padres, who have taken 2 of the first 3 games. Got great pitching again last night from Richard. We welcome you inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo along with Mark Grant. Welcome to Padres Baseball. Well, today a look at the lineup for the Padres, and back on top again is Travis Jankowski. He's been leading off and getting it started for San Diego.
The way the Padres win games is putting pressure on the opposition at the top of the lineup and some starting pitching, which we saw last night. Let's start with Travis Jankowski. Utilizing both sides with the wood and the leather. 3 for 5. You get on base. Oh, that's a double. Travis Jankowski as a leadoff hitter hitting .412. He has toned down his stance at the plate. He's short and quick to the baseball. And Don, with his speed, he has to spray it all over the field. That was really pretty. The infield single utilizing the speed and then getting a jump on the ball, taking away extra bases for the nice catch. So he's doing it well, swinging the magic wand and flashing that magic leather in the outfield as well.
On the mound today for the Padres is Jordan Lyles, who last time out flirted with a perfect game. This is his 3rd start.
If he can bottle what he did last time out, he should have a successful afternoon here in Pittsburgh. Why? Right out of the gate, he was saying, here it is, see how far you can hit it. Dotting the fastball, both sides of the plate, in and out to righties and lefties alike, going out of the zone, up with the fastball for the strikeout, and the power curveball. Not just a roller, it's a power curveball until Trevor Story broke it up. 1 out in the 7th. He was perfect. Let's see if it carries over this afternoon against the Buccos.
Chance to win the series today, and coming up, extra bases for the Padres in each of their first 2 wins. 10 doubles, 2 homers. Game 4 is next from PNC Stadium in Pittsburgh.
Cordero, Corella, Villanueva. Watch angle. No doubt about that one.
Jankowski on the move, dives and makes the catch in right. Now that's a win with an exclamation point as Jankowski makes a diving catch in right field to end it. Well, a fun night last night in Game 3 of the series. Today is Game 4 of the series, and we check out the weather report brought to you by your always sunny Honda dealers of San Diego County. 73 degrees to get it started. Northwest breeze at 8 miles per hour. Forecast is cloudy, and that's certainly good news. The forecast coming in here was not very good, and no rain delays so far in this 3-game series. Today is Game 4. Don Orsillo, Mark Grant, Bob Scanlon with you from PNC Park. Lights are on here today, and the Padres trying to win the series. Let's check out the Padres starting lineup today, brought to you by Toyota. Travis Jankowski leading it off in left field with Eric Hosmer at first base. Jose Perella at second base with Christian Villanueva at third. Franmil Reyes is out there in right field with Freddie Galvis at short. A.J. Ellis catches the day game after the night game. Manuel Margot in center bats eighth, and Jordan Lyles out of the ninth spot for the Padres.
26-year-old Trevor Williams, the San Diego kid, Rancho Bernardo High School on the hill. His scouting report, he's got the 2-4 seam fastball. He's got the slider and changeup. He really likes his fastball. When it's go time, he will rely on that, but he's got to rely on hitting the corners. He'll try to work in and out to lefties and righties alike. And behind Trevor Williams, the defense for the Pirates this afternoon, brought to you by your San Diego Cadillac dealers. Josh Harrison, first start since he fractured his hand back on April 15th. The rest of the defense on the infield, Jordy Mercer at short, Moran at third, Josh Bell at first. In the outfield will be Dickerson, Meadows, Polanco, and behind the plate, Francisco Cervelli.
Let's take a look at it. The keys to the game brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Well, on this final game of the 4-game series, more of the same for Jordan. 7 1/3 perfect baseball last time out for the right-hander, and more of the same versus Williams. Last night offensively, the Padres got on the board 3 in the first, 3 doubles. They were utilizing that baseball field from foul line to foul line. Some good hitting last night to get on the board early.
Well, Travis Jankowski making his way towards the plate to get it started today, and this is going to be a thrill for Trevor Williams today.
Family and friends, I'm sure, watching the San Diego connection. Great stories online about Trevor and his family.
First time that he has faced the Padres, his dad, Padres season ticket holder since 1991.
And very emotional, too, when you look at the clip of he and his dad from last year.
Jankowski takes strike one, and we're underway. Just to go to Qualcomm Stadium to sit behind home plate. Look at the numbers for Jankowski, who sends one to center. Meadows coming in, and Meadows will make the catch. Got a good break, runs in, and it hangs up long enough for him to make the catch. So one down here in the first inning, and brings up Eric Hosmer.
Well, these uniforms for the Pirates this afternoon take me back to my youth when I was in high school. The late 70s, wearing the gold tops, the black pants.
These are the We Are Family Pirates, are they not?
Love it.
One down for Eric Hosmer.
You like the pillbox hats? I think they're outstanding.
I don't know if I'd like to wear one.
I think they're so cool.
They look okay.
Yeah.
Hosmer, some big hits in the series, has reached base in 8 straight games. 382 on base percentage. Last 8 games, 6 extra base hits, 8 RBIs during that span. In there for strike 2, just picking up that corner. Williams beating the White Sox on Tuesday, 7 scoreless innings, no walks. Hosmer gets jammed and flips it foul behind home plate. Talk about him going to Rancho Bernardo High School, and good picture of him there.
Has his eyes set on pitching in the big leagues, and it's come to fruition. It's fun to watch. Good kid. He's a good egg.
2-2. Just missed. Framed there a long time by Cervelli. Williams 3-1 with a nifty 2.22 ERA and 4 starts at home this year at PNC Park. Payoff pitch. And he strikes out Hosmer. 2 down.
He likes his fastball. I mentioned that, and he just challenges Eric Hosmer right there. And what did I say about using both sides of the plate? Watch the glove of Cervelli right on the inside corner. It's a good pitch.
So 2 down here in the first inning brings up Jose Perella. Batting in the 3 spot in today's lineup. Richie Cordero with a day off. We have not seen that much. He's been playing every day. So Perella slides up to 3 in the order. 260, no homers, and 16 runs batted in. Hit safely in 10 of his last 13 games and hitting at .292 in the last 13. Reaches out, grounds one to third. Colin Moran throws to first, high but in time. Down in order of the Padres, 1, 2, 3. The Pirates are coming up. Carl's Jr. and only for a limited time. Pick it up by Sequan Casino, opening in 2019 at Sequan's brand new 300-room resort and hotel. By Petco, the pet company. And by Cadillac. Visit your San Diego Cadillac dealers today. Now flirting with perfection last time out, Jordan Lyles. His first pitch today and his 3rd start of the year to Josh Harrison. 16th overall appearance, but 3rd start. There's a strike to Harrison.
He was spectacular in the bullpen. Inning plus here and there, multiple innings. And the one thing that sticks out, Don, is that he just comes right after hitters.
Harrison, who's been on the DL since the 15th of April, lines one into left field for a base hit. And his return, a single to get it started. Let's check out the rest of the Pirates starting 9 for Clint Hurdle. Just saw Josh Harrison return to the lineup at second base. It is Gregory Polanco in right, Francisco Cervelli catching. Josh Bell at first, Corey Dickerson in left, Colin Moran at third base with Austin Meadows in center. Jordy Mercer at short, and Trevor Williams batting out of the 9 spot. Infield into a shift on the right side for the Padres. After the single by Harrison, they'll keep it tight to the infield. Double play possibility in order as Polanco stands in. He's got 7 doubles this month. Tied for third in the National League behind Andrew McCutchen and Brandon Crawford.
Yeah, you get a good leadoff hitter for any team, and then you got a guy batting second who's doubles machine. Chances of getting on the board are pretty darn good. I mean, look at the Padres. Travis Jankowski recently getting on base. Doubles machine Eric Hosmer. It's been a good recipe, good formula.
Throw to first, and back is Harrison.
You know, I can't help but look at these uniforms. You see Harrison on first base wearing number 5, the Mad Dog, Bill Madlock. Won a batting title. What a great player he was.
In the air to center field, and well marked go. It started back now. Step 2 inward will make the catch and fire back to second base.
As Don mentioned, Jordan Lyles on the hill making his 3rd start, the 27-year-old. After that leadoff single, there goes the perfect game, but he's got fastball command and the power curveball. I mean, stick to the same thing that got you through the last start.
One out, one on for Francisco Cervelli. Cervelli batting in the 3 spot. 3rd game in a row that he has been in the 3 spot for the Pirates. Last night was 0 for 4. Overall 286, 6 homers, and 24 runs batted in. It's at 333 at home here at PNC Park. Go to first, and that one almost got away.
You know, a lot of hitters I talk to here at PNC Park, when they hit, good batter's eye. They see the ball very well here. You've got the shrubbery out there, then you've got that big green wall. There it is, the batter's eye.
Throw over, and diving back safely is Harrison. Got a fractured bone in his left hand. On the DL since April the 15th, but base hit in his first at bat. At first with 1 away. A little closer this time, but back safely.
Well, the Padres possibly smelling something with the count being 1-0. There's a huge hole over on that right side. And take a look at most runners picked off this season. This is the major leagues, folks. Padres atop that list.
Well, Pirates have stranded a total of 17 base runners over the last 2 games of the series. Kind of a start and a stop at first base as the pitch misses low. 2-0.
Well, Cervelli does not run that well as a catcher, so double play is in order. He's grounded into 2 this year. So there's a possibility. Still 2-0. And sometimes, you know, 2-0, you don't want to take the, you don't want to put on a hit and run. Might be a run and hit, because 2-0, it's an aggressive count to where a hitter wants to get a good pitch. So you don't want to take the bat out of his hands by a hit and run and swinging a ball in the dirt.
And Hurdle's team, game and a half back of the Brewers now in the NL Central, losing back-to-back games here to the Padres. Runner goes, a swing and a miss, and then a stop by Harrison. A start and a stop, got 2 steps through on the brakes. 2-2. Count out of Cervelli.
Boy, I thought he was off and running too, Don. I mean, he quick 3 steps and give me 3 steps towards the door, and he stopped it.
Guess he didn't like the jump.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, and Cervelli strikes out. First K of the day for Jordan Lyles.
Behind Jordan Lyles this afternoon, the defense looks something like this, and it's sponsored by your San Diego County Ford dealers. 1 error the last 7 games for the Friar defense. A.J. Ellis getting the call. He'll be putting down the signs on the infield. Villanueva, Galveston short, Perella at second, Hosmer at first. In the outfield, Travis Jankowski in left, Manuel Margot will patrol center field, and Franmil Reyes in right field.
Another check on Harrison over at first. Josh Bell this month hitting at 382. Runner goes, and it's fouled off. Harrison with a head first slide, but foul ball.
He almost slid past the bag. And that was a great slide. Let's take a look at the jump. Really good jump. Kind of an abbreviated leg kick from Lyles, and then the slide. Going in hard. You know, the traditional pop-up slide is cool, but the head first pop-up slide is even better. That was nice.
Runner at first, 2 down, and Bell. The wild swing and a miss, 0-2. Josh Bell, 444 on base percentage. In a 16-game on-base streak that he's in the midst of right now. Scored 12 runs during the 16-game on-base streak. Slaps one the other way. Jankowski back towards the track, onto the edge of the track to make the catch. It ends the inning. Runner left. 1 done, no score.
Top of the second inning, Trevor Williams wearing a big number 34 on his back. Now, he doesn't wear it for any kind of superstition. He wears it because of a promise that he made to his roommate in college, Corey Hahn, who was a freshman when he slid head first into second base, felt a snap. He broke the C5 vertebrae in his neck, guys. Paralyzed from the chest down. Trevor stayed with Corey throughout his stay in the hospital, throughout his rehab. Eventually, Corey was able to return to school in a wheelchair to finish out his education. But Trevor made a promise to Corey. He said, if I ever made it to the big leagues, I want to wear number 34. Well, obviously, Trevor had his dream come true in getting to the big leagues and has fulfilled his promise of wearing number 34. But he's gone a step further. He's also started a foundation called Project 34 that raises funds to help other vertebrae victims for items that insurance doesn't cover, guys, such as wheelchairs, physical therapy, and ramps for the wheelchairs. So very, very special reason that Trevor Williams wearing number 34 on his back today.
Thanks very much, Ken. Great story. Franmil Reyes will take a pitch, and Reyes ahead here 2-0. That's amazing.
It's really a touching story, and it just goes to show you that this game of baseball, like any sport, there's a fraternity, and you look out and take care of one another, right? It just shows you the type of, in 99.999% of the guys in this game have the ability to do that for pitching in the big leagues, being able to pitch in the big leagues and utilize that not only monetarily but also because you are a big leaguer, right? And your name is known to make a difference. It's just a beautiful thing.
Out to deep right center. Polanco going back, and he'll make the catch in front of the 375 marker. That thing just kept drifting out there on him. 2 down here in the second. Reyes gives it a ride.
Now, not a lot of wind this afternoon at PNC Park as we look at the flags out in the outfield. A slight little comfortable breeze, but as Reyes gets underneath this one, you know, that's where his pop is. He's got pop to the opposite field, just got under it a little bit too much. Too much launch angle.
2 down here in the second inning for Freddie Galvis.
You went with Freddie today, right? Pick the stick?
I did go with Freddie today. 234, a home run, 12 runs batted in. He has faced the Pirates more than any other Padre. 110 at bats against the Pirates in his career, of course, being a former Philadelphia Philly. Well, for his last 7 at the plate. Galvis lifts it foul down the left field line, out of play.
Don, if somebody were to make me a bet before this series that said, Mud, I will bet you that there's going to be so many rain delays, I would have bet all in and I would have been broke.
Forecast was terrible coming into the series. There was talk about missing all 4 games. Haven't had as much as a delay in this series, knock on wood.
I was going to guess at least 3 or 4 delays with the reports that we had gotten, but it's been great.
Rained a lot during the days of some of those games. Galvis grounds one by the mound towards second. Harrison fires to first. Another 1, 2, 3 innings scoreless from Pittsburgh.
Well, let's check out these tools of the trade of Travis Jankowski. The catch probability, 25%. Why does he catch this baseball? Well, a couple of things. First is recognition of the ball off the bat. Secondly, his speed. And he's athletic to where he can dive. We've seen some tremendous catches from Travis Jankowski. And there's love all the way around in the outfield. Why not? Spread the love. Hug an outfielder. Hug a teammate. I said it.
Dickerson sends one out to right center. Margot backpedaling to make the grab. 4 in a row retired by Jordan Lyles. One down here in the second inning.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 19, Colin Moran.
Colin Moran coming up here for the Pirates. 284, 3 homers, and 21 runs batted in for the Pirates' third baseman. And hitless in 3 at-bats his last start, which was on Friday night, game 2 of the series. He's got 21 RBIs. That's second most among Major League rookies, only behind Christian Villanueva, who has 24, to set the pace in that category. Foul back, 0-2.
I love the way that Jordan Lyles going after these hitters. We saw a lot of 0-2, 1-2 his last start when he was perfect for 7 1/3.
Grounder back to Lyles. To first for out number 2. Little stumble there on the base of the hill after he made the stop, but able to get Moran 2 down here in the second. Well, time now for our Valley View Casino trivia question. Third base coach.
I love trivia.
Is Joey Cora, was the Padres' first-round pick, 23rd overall in 1985. Who was the Pirates' first-round pick in that draft? Tweet us your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia.
Joey Cora, Vanderbilt, was a Commodore.
The brother of Red Sox manager Alex Cora. Pop up back at third, shallow left, and look out, that's going to fall. Jankowski throws to second base. He came in looking towards the infielders. The infielders were looking at him, and it falls between Galvis and Jankowski for a 2-out base hit.
I think that ball is up there a long time. Therefore, I think the position player coming in, Travis Jankowski, has got to take charge. Let's see how far he's got to go. Yep, he kind of gave up on it a little bit. I think Travis has shown in the past taking charge, saying, I got it, I got it, I got it. And my feeling is, and it seems throughout baseball, the guy coming in, that's his call. That's his ball.
2 down, Meadows at first base, his third big league hit, and they'll check on him right away.
You know, the thing about Travis also, he's very accountable. We've talked to him many times when he said, you know what, I should have made that play, or I should have done this, should have done that. And I'll bet you if you asked him, he said, yeah, I maybe should have been a little bit more aggressive on that, coming in on that to catch it.
Jordy Mercer, the shortstop, checks in at 247. 2 homers and 14 runs batted in. 3 for 3 here last night with an RBI and a run score. It was his 4th 3-hit game of the year. Now hits towards the bottom of the order. At home, hitting at 338. Ground ball left side. Galvis will go to first for the out. That will end the inning. Pirates leave a runner. We play 2 without a score from Pittsburgh. day game after a night game. Last night, Rafi Lopez catching. Today it is A.J. Ellis. So Rafi kind enough to join us from the Padres dugout. And Rafi, how are things going for you guys? Splitting the duties, doing the catching right now for the Padres.
Yeah, it's going really well. Just having a lot of fun. You know, AJ's been great, you know, helping me out get used to, you know, how things are being done here, and just helping me get adjusted with all the pitchers. And pitchers done a great job, too, just letting me in on how they want to approach the game and whatnot. And it's been a lot of fun.
It must make your job very, how should I say it, a lot of fun catching a guy like Clayton Richard last night. I mean, working quickly, hitting his spots. It's almost like sitting back in a rocking chair and just putting your glove up there and he's hitting it every time, huh, Rafi?
Yeah, you know, it definitely sometimes just feels like we're playing catch. You know, I said that last night and talked to him a little bit. He just does a great job. He kind of put my mitt up, and he does a really good job of just hitting it. So it makes game calling pretty fun, and you get to play a little chess match out there, and it's a lot of fun. Just really enjoying my time.
What was working for him last night the best, would you say?
He had some pretty good sink on his ball last night, and then mixing in the slider too. So I mean, really just his execution more than anything over what pitch it was. He was just able to execute so well that with that sinker and slider that you know, we just mix the speeds, mix the movements, and you know, see we can get how many ground balls we can get.
Rafi, are you somewhat an extension of the pitching coach too? Are there times, and this might not be the case, but you notice something mechanically, will you go out and say to a pitcher, hey, front shoulder, hey, arm slot? Does that ever come into play?
At times, you know, if it's something I can definitely pick up on and I know I'm right on it, then I'll say something, you know, but you're also dealing with some pretty veteran pitchers, so they have an idea of what they're feeling, and they're really good with controlling their body and just being able to feel whatever it may be in their body. So, you know, I usually go to a ballsy a little more on something like that. You know, don't want to step on anyone's toes. But, yeah, if it might be a little something here and there, I'll definitely let them know.
Well, of course, so you made the team out of spring training, had the chance to be in the spring. And how much did that help catching so many guys during spring training now that you're here catching them at the big league level?
It helped a lot. I mean, there was even people didn't even realize a lot of backfield games that we had starters going because we had so many starters competing. So, you know, games I didn't get in necessarily in front of people, but caught a lot of them on the backfields. And so actually built a good relationship with Tyson and a couple other pitchers, just catching them in the B games on the backfield. And that's where you can kind of work on some stuff more too. So it was definitely cool to be able to work on them in a different aspect of spring training that a lot of people probably didn't even realize.
Well, this series especially, you've been all over the place, blocking balls left and right. I know you take a lot of pride in your defense as well.
Yeah, you know, definitely trying to do my best back there. You know, I'm a converted infielder, so, you know, definitely took a few years to realize how important the defense was. And, you know, it's definitely starting to click defensively the last few years, and see if we get that offense rolling now.
Hey, Rafi, how much has that helped you behind the plate, being a first baseman / third baseman infielder to now put on the gear behind home plate?
Yeah, you know, I grew up a shortstop and played a lot of second and short even in college, and played a little third in college, drop. And, you know, it's just using my athleticism I had there. I wasn't an overly fast guy, but just used my quickness with my feet and hands and whatnot. And, yeah, it definitely translated well. It took a lot of time and effort, but I think it was definitely the right decision.
Well, after the other night, we saw with Brad Hand coming in more than an inning save and some taxing pitches, a lot of sliders, but boy, that slider's good.
Yeah, it's a really good pitch. I mean, I tell guys it makes a U-turn. It's pretty difficult to catch too. So, I mean, I know it's coming. I'm sure the hitters don't have much fun when they see it. But yeah, with Brad, it's really, you know, that sinker slider, and it's kind of whatever one's on that day, or maybe he just feels more comfortable with that day is what we go with. And you know, sometimes it's 50-50, and sometimes it's, you know, way more percentage of heaters and sliders, and like the other night, way more sliders than fastballs.
Well, Rafi, we thank you so much for joining us. We enjoyed watching you play. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
We are scoreless after 2.5 from Pittsburgh.
Allegheny River. Now, along with Petco, it is often considered one of the top 5 most beautiful stadiums in all of Major League Baseball. Now, it was originally thought it was going to be named the Roberto Clemente Stadium, but after PNC paid a lot of money for the naming rights, well, instead, they named this bridge after the former Pittsburgh Star. Guys, beautiful from the outside, and you get to enjoy that awesome, majestic skyline from the inside as well. Back over to you.
All right, Scan, thanks very much. It is a majestic skyline here in Pittsburgh and a beautiful ballpark. A lot of Padres fans have made their way to Pittsburgh to check it out.
I love it. There's the skyline. We are lucky to have that skyline. We're up the highest here at PNC Park, the
Yes,
press.
we are.
But still, it gives us the chance to look, and it's just amazing. It's beautiful.
The other side of the Roberto Clemente Bridge where Scan was.
He should be on his way back right about now. Probably take about, what, 8-10 minutes to walk back?
Yeah, something like that. Not too far. Trevor Williams leading it off here for Pittsburgh in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 for 16 at the plate so far. 3rd season in the big leagues, an .052 average. Inside out swing and a fair ball down the right field line. Williams will hold on with a single bobble out there for Reyes, but no further advance. So Williams with a fair ball down the right field line, his 2nd hit of the year.
Yeah, Trevor wasn't going to take any chances to try to turn this into a double. He fights this one off. It's down by the label and just fair by about a foot or so. There was a little bit of fumble down there by Franmil Reyes. He thought about it, but no, he already downshifted back into 1st gear. So he's heading back to 1st base.
Lead runner on for the 2nd time in 3 innings for the Pirates. And Josh Harrison. It's his 2nd look today at Jordan Lyles. Harrison with a single to left field in the 1st inning. 3 singles allowed by Jordan Lyles.
Kind of a little regroup right there by Jordan Lyles after falling behind 2-0. Sometimes pitchers can get a little rotational rather than up on top and towards the plate. And I think that's sometimes why pitchers spike that fastball down and away at times.
Fly ball headed out towards left center field. Margot back towards the track and at the wall, can't catch it. Off the wall, heading for 3rd is Williams. Harrison into 2nd with a double, and it's 2nd and 3rd with nobody out.
This ball's carrying. That's a fastball in, and Harrison gets to it. Now Manuel Margot leaps, never got a glove on it. Wow. Not saying that ball should have been caught, but kind of drifted on that one rather than going towards the fence aggressively to try to make that grab.
So 2nd and 3rd with nobody out, and Gregory Polanco coming up. First time the Pirates have had runners in scoring position. They got nobody out here in the 3rd.
I think that ball could have been caught. And the wind is picking up a little bit too. It's blowing out now.
Two 2-0, fastball up, and A.J. Ellis going to go out and talk to Lyles here. Now, Lyles had held the opposition to just 1 earned run in 12 1/3 innings in his first 2 starts since joining the Padres rotation. In the absence of Brian Mitchell, he went to the pen. Never had much success against the Pirates. 0-5 with a 7.39 earned run average in 7 career starts against the Pirates. That's when he was pitching for the Houston Astros.
Well, that visit right there might have been, hey, Second and third, first base open. You're 2-0. You've got a righty on deck, Francisco Cervelli. He struck out Cervelli last time up. See what he throws him here. Yeah, breaking ball.
Highest RSIP. Let's try that again. Highest runners in scoring position this season. The Pirates 270. You wouldn't know it though from this series. They've left a ton of base runners.
Swinging 3-0.
Green light.
Yeah, a lot of base runners. What was it 13 a couple nights ago? Back on Friday night, Pirates left 13. They left 7 on Thursday night. Last night, only 4.
Popped up. Foul ground. Back comes Ellis towards the screen, but he won't have a play.
Okay, went from 3-0, green light. Now the count is full. They go for the punch out here. Make him swing at your pitch. A.J. Ellis got to be on his game though. Smother something around home plate, if in fact in the dirt.
Last 8 games, 7 extra base hits for Polanco. And a swing, and he got a foul tip. A piece of it. Full count. Inning started with Trevor Williams, the pitcher, singling down the right field line. A double by Josh Harrison. Has runners at second and third, nobody out. Swing and a miss. He comes back to strike him out. That's huge. Second strikeout for Jordan Lyles. 1 down.
Great breaking ball on the inner half of the plate at 85. Let's watch it out of the hand. That's a slider. Slider or curveball. Any way you look at it, that's a punchy and a big one.
1 out of the inning for Francisco Cervelli. Cervelli, a strikeout victim in the first inning. Takes a look at strike 1.
Back-to-back curveballs. Strikeout to Polanco. First pitch for Cervelli.
And Cervelli at home, hitting at .333 here at PNC Park. Work his way around a second and third nobody out situation. He's able to strike out Gregory Polanco for the first out. Now 1-1. Driven in the air to center field. Margot going back to the edge of the warning track to make the catch. Plenty deep enough for Williams to tag and score, and for Harrison to tag and move to third base as the Pirates take a 1-0 lead on a sac fly, a long one by Francisco Cervelli to center field.
Well, the whole idea for a hitter is try not to do too much. You get a pitch that's up, it's outer third, and you know Francisco Cervelli, he didn't come out of his shoes. But sure, it's a firm swing, but he got under it enough to where the ball traveled deep to the track to record the sacrifice fly.
Josh Bell getting his second look today at Jordan Lyles. Bell flying out to the warning track in left field. Ball caught by Travis Jankowski in the first inning. To his last 16 games with 18 hits along the way. Big cut there and a twirling swing.
Ooh. What the Charlie Lau is going on with that swing? Remember that?
Yes.
George Brett.
A high finish.
Rich Gedman.
Pretty good pitch. Called the ball. 2-1.
You remember Rich Gedman? catcher
Sure
for the
do.
Red Sox.
Great guy.
Bruce Hurst used to call it the snorkel. On the finish with the height, they called it the snorkel. Yes, he
Went
did.
around 2-2. Fights it off, foul to the screen.
Well, let's check out Josh Bell after that check swing. Watch his expression. Like a little kid who didn't get his way. That's funny.
Full count now. With 2 down here in the 3rd inning, a run in for the Pirates. Fly ball. Left center. Over as Margot's been busy in this game. Makes a catch out there that ends the inning. A run for the Pirates. We head to the 4th, 1-0 Pittsburgh.
A little bit, kind of ventured off from the leg kick and doing a little more of kind of like a toe lift, toe tap type thing, and it just kind of keeps my head still and gets me a lot more selective at the plate in the zone.
That's Travis Jankowski talking about the main adjustment that he's made to allow him to be hitting the ball as well as he had since being called up, guys. Now, he didn't have that leg kick 2 years ago when he was with Morgan Burkhart in AA. Now this year when he returned to AAA at the end of spring training, Morgan Burkhart was his hitting coach again, and he said, hey, let's get back to what you were doing in AA. Let's get rid of the leg kick. Let's keep things simpler, and we see the results. Travis says he sees the ball a lot better, basically because his head's not moving. It's working out, guys.
Well, it's great when you try something new and it works out, and then you bring it to the big league level and it continues to work out. He certainly seemed to follow it a little bit more, I would think, to the point.
And it makes sense working from the ground up. We talk about infielders, right, being good with the feet, footwork. And think about it. If you're standing in place and your knees are high, you're jumping up and down. Your eyes, they're going to be jumping around, right? But if you're soft on your feet from the bottom up, the rest of your body's going to be quiet. Therefore, the more under control swing, and the results are there.
Broken bat grounder to second, and Jankowski retired. 10 in a row retired by Trevor Williams. One down brings up Eric Hosmer. Hosmer, a strikeout victim in the first inning, one of 3 strikeouts for Trevor Williams so far. Most extra base hits this year. Eric Hosmer with 23. Albies, the surprise Atlanta Braves.
Braves are doing it with the starting pitching. They got a good bullpen. They're first in the league at average at 265.
Sharply hit through the left side into left field. A base hit opposite field for Hosmer. First hit of the day for the Padres. First runner to reach.
We've seen that act before. Eric Hosmer taking it the other way. Now for the first time this afternoon, Trevor Williams will have to work out of the stretch. It's the fastball. No, take that back. Off speed, down and away. And you can see the Pirate defense. They know that he likes to go that way. Colin Moran was way off the bag at third base.
1 out, 1 on, and Jose Perella. Williams started the game by retiring the first 10 Padres that he faced. Before that, base hit by Hosmer.
Second time around, Williams breaking out the changeup.
Perella didn't like it. You can see why. Appeared to be inside. Even with losing the last 2 games in a row for the Pirates, they have won 8 of their last 11 games. They were in first place when the Padres arrived. They have dropped to second. Game and a half back of the Milwaukee Brewers now in the NL Central. That was called a strike before, not this time.
And Cervelli does his best to try to bring that pitch back. We've seen that all series when he's been behind the plate. See that glove move just a little bit when he caught it in the pocket?
Strike 3 call, and that was just on the outside corner. 4th strikeout for Trevor Williams, 2 down in the inning.
That is absolutely paint by Trevor Williams. Right on the outside corner, knee high. Perfect pitch. And once again, he does a fine job of going in and out to righties alike, using both sides of the plate.
Now 2 down. Hosmer at first and Christian Villanueva.
See if he starts him off here with an off-speed pitch.
Driven towards left center field, back towards the gap, and that ball is going to be gone into the bullpen. A home run for Villanueva, line drive shot right up over that left center field fence, and the Padres with 1 swing of the bat take a 2-1 lead. Got that clear wall out there in left center field, and he cleared it.
It's a fastball. Look at that, middle and just above the knees. That's in his nitro zone. Launch angle from Villanueva. He wants to say hi to his bullpen buddies out there. Hello, how do you do? Big home run for the Padre third baseman.
Home run number 12 of the year for Villanueva. Padres take a 2-1 lead. Here is Franmil Reyes. Reyes flied out to the warning track in right field in the second inning, 0 for 1. .410-foot home run, the distance on the home run for Christian Villanueva. Launch angle may not be as high as you think.
I'm going to say it's 22%.
21.
Ah. Yeah, because that was on the line.
On the ground to third base. Moran down there at third. That will end the inning, but not before a 2-run shot by Christian Villanueva, his 12th of the year. Propels the Padres over the Pirates on top 2-1 after 3.5. Pirates after the 2-run shot by Christian Villanueva. Corey Dickerson going to lead it off here now for the Pirates. Pitching with a lead for the first time today is Jordan Lyles. Dickerson, Moran, and Meadows. 5, 6, and 7 in the inning expected for the Pirates. Lyles gave up a run in the bottom of the third, and here he is in the 4th inning. Second time he has dealt with Corey Dickerson. Dickerson flying out to center field in the 2nd inning. Now sends one foul, 1-2. Next pitch will be the 50th of the day for Lyles.
He needs a quick inning here, especially with the 1-run lead. Shutdown inning.
And working to just the first hitter here of the 4th inning. Outfield playing for Dickerson to pull Margot, the center fielder, into right center. And a grounder to first base. Hosmer will flip to Lyles, who covers for out number 1 of the 4th inning. It's time now for the answer to our trivia question, our Valley View Casino trivia question. Joey Cora was the Padres' first-round pick, 23rd overall in the 1985 draft. Who was the Pirates' first-round pick in that draft? Barry Bonds, 6th overall that year. How about that?
Out of ASU.
One out here in the 4th inning for Colin Moran. Moran grounded back to the mound in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1.
Well, 3 lefties. You already got Dickerson out. You got Moran and Meadows. And Jordan Lyles really doing well against lefties this year. A 170 clip versus left-handed hitters.
With the win today, the Padres would secure their first series win in Pittsburgh since August of 2014. And on top right now 2-1 as Moran sends one to center. Back goes Margot, a step or two down. Time now for the Kia Drive to Success. NL leaders lowest ERA in May. Padres as a team, a 3.43 earned run average, and look at the wins they put together. Some very good pitching in those wins, and fifth in that category in the month of May. The Nats, who we'll see next in a 3-game series beginning tomorrow night with a 2.60 earned run average in the month.
So hopefully the offense catches fire. I mean, they're doing well. If they win today, as you mentioned, 3 out of 4. So keep that up and keep that ERA. That's how you win ball games. It's all starting with the starting pitching. And of course, the bullpen for the Padres has been very, very good. There's my guys down there.
On the ground right side, Pirela to his left, and it's a 1-2-3 inning, economical inning for Jordan Lyles. 2-1 Padres. At the top of the 5th, as we take a look around the majors, what's going on? Well, Sergio Romo, the former reliever for the Giants, making his 2nd consecutive start today for the Rays against the Angels. Went an inning yesterday, can do the same thing today. That's interesting. Howie Kendrick, talked about earlier, will not be in the series, maybe the rest of the year, as he tore his Achilles, and Rich Hill placed in the 10-day DL, left finger blister, and there have been 4 blisters, it seems like, this year. What do you think that is?
You know what? I don't have an answer for that, but I do know this because I experienced a blister once a year. It takes a long time to heal, but it seems like it's something that Rich Hill's just can't get rid of.
Battling it.
I mean, is there a surgery for this? Is there some type of medication to take for this? Who knows? I don't know. Very frustrating, though, because I've heard a lot of guys get, and where his blister is it on the fingernail or is it on the pad of the finger? Regardless, it's a big time issue. Now, regarding Sergio Romo, manager Kevin Cash, I kind of see his thinking. I don't think this is going to be something that's going to be happening all the time, but the time that he did it, was it yesterday?
Yes.
Because he didn't want his starter to see 3 times through the lineup. So you start Romo for an inning, and then you start the next guy. And I kind of see his thinking.
We ended up going 6+.
Yeah.
This is into center field. Freddie Galvis got himself a base hit. You know, 3rd hit of the day for the Padres. First time they've had the lead runner on.
Well, this is just good hitting. Inside part of the plate going right back over that pitcher's mound. Think the center of the diamond. Hey, if you're late, it goes towards the second shortstop side. I'll get it right.
Where's that?
I'll get it right. And then if you're a little bit too quick, it'll be on the right side of second base.
Well, my question about the blisters was there were a lot last year, and of course there was a lot of talk about the baseball last year and whether or not that was a factor at all.
So maybe the leather, the hardness of the baseball, more pressure, the seams?
I don't know.
Bob Scanlon joins us. And Bob, your thoughts?
You know, I played with several guys who had similar problems, Mud, and it just seemed to plague them throughout their career for no apparent reason. Now, I did have a couple of guys who, when the ball changed, in other words, they would go from one league to another, and the seams might be a little bit different. That I get. But with Rich Hill, I don't know what you do about it, because what you run into the problem of is holding the ball differently on your grips for certain pitches, which can compromise their effectiveness. But he may have to, because he's not helping anybody being on the sidelines.
That's a great point. Well, A.J. Ellis struck out swinging in the 3rd inning.
But did you ever play with guys that tried super glue?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But my question is, and I'm sure we could find this out, is the blister on the pad of his finger, or is it on the fingernail on each side? Because I think there's a big difference. Like when I threw a split finger fastball, I couldn't stick with it because on my middle finger, I got a blister on the inside part of my middle finger because of holding the baseball. That was my split finger fastball.
Sure.
On this finger, the middle finger here.
Yeah.
I got because of the torque, I got a blister right here. And I just couldn't get rid of it. So then I went into an abbreviated changeup grip. And, you know, some guys get a blister on the pad of their finger right here. And is there something surgically you can do? Is there some medication you can take?
Don, did you ever have that problem with your gyro pitch?
No. In the air to right, back goes Polanco. He will leap and not make the catch. It's off the wall. So Galvis keeps on going to be stopped at 3rd. Works out to be a double for A.J. Ellis as that kicks off the scoreboard in right field and by Polanco.
Oh, Freddie Galvis had to hold up. He was all the way at second base when this ball was ripped to right field. He's going back. Now Freddie's kind of caught in between first and second. As soon as he sees daylight there, he kind of stopped at second base, touched. Oh, got to go.
Well, a good start here to the 5th inning. 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Manuel Margot coming up. Infield back in the middle right now for the Pirates. Margot lined out to the center fielder, Austin Meadows, in the 3rd inning. 0 for 1. Galvis at 3rd, Ellis at 2nd. Margot grounds one up the middle, ranging is Harrison. He will go to 1st for the out there as a run scores. In from 3rd comes Freddie Galvis, and the Padres add to their lead on top 3-1. A.J. Ellis takes 3rd base on the ground out by Margot, picks up an RBI.
We've seen some good hitting this inning. All started with Freddie Galvis going up the center of the diamond. A.J. Ellis rifling one to right field off the auxiliary scoreboard. And with nobody out, Manuel fights this one off down by the label. And Don, as you mentioned, the middle infield, they were playing back on the crack of the bat. Freddie Galvis gallops home.
Now they're in all the way around with 1 out, and Jordan Lyles the batter. Lyles struck out swinging in the 3rd inning, 1 of 4 strikeouts today for Trevor Williams.
Safety squeeze, push bunt right side, free run. Even with the infield in. I know A.J. Ellis doesn't have blazing speed at 3rd base, but still, you recognize that ball off the bat, crack of the bat, ball is down, you go.
Lyles takes strike 1. Long look down to Glenn Hoffman. There you go.
There it is.
Drop down, glove to glove. He's safe. In safely is A.J. Ellis, and the Padres take a 4-1 lead. And Ellis may have hurt himself on the slide. or on the run plateward. Now, he broke before he got the bunt down, so that was a suicide squeeze. Here he comes.
Yep. Maybe because he doesn't have the blazing speed, Don, huh?
Wanted to get a start.
Yep. And AJ slides right into Francisco Cervelli. Let's see where left leg. Oh, he kind of tucked his right leg underneath it, looked a little bit. Nice job.
So the Padres take a 4-1 lead. Lyles at first base. Give him credit for his sacrifice. Still just one out in the inning, and now Travis Jankowski will take a strike.
That's great bat control. Suicide squeeze, like you mentioned, anywhere that ball is pitched, you have to at least foul it off. You would have to at least foul it off. But that was perfectly executed.
Line towards left, and Dickerson moves in, almost overran that. Catches it below the cap high for out number 2. Two down, Eric Hosmer coming up. He struck out swinging and singled to left. Came in to score the Padres' first run of the day. Turns on this and rips it foul on the right field line. Get you a game break coming up. Next venue for the Padres, Washington, where the Dodgers are.
Dodgers trying to win 4 in a row. 4th worst record for the Dodgers. How about that?
Grounded foul, 0-2.
Injuries, of course. Everybody's got to deal with them, though. That guy's a gamer right there, A.J. Ellis.
Still hobbling around a little bit there in the dugout.
Yeah.
He's got his gear on. Well, the inning started. Galvis with a single, Ellis a double. They both score. Padres have a 4-1 lead with 2 down here in the 5th. Hosmer goes after that, strikes out. A good inning for the Padres. Jordan Lyles dropping down the bunt. Suicide squeeze. Here comes Ellis, and he is in safely. Padres have a 4-1 lead. All right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much. Padres enjoying a 4-1 lead over the Pittsburgh Pirates. Jordan Lyles back on the hill and 58 pitches deep into his outing. Had a quick and easy fourth inning. 1-2-3 inning and 11 pitches. And dealing with Jordy Mercer to begin things here in the bottom of the fifth. Mercer grounded out to shortstop. His only at bat today, 0 for 1.
Sorry about Jordan Lyles paying dividends from both ends, offensively and pitching wise. Great control with the fastball and breaking ball, and great control with the bat in the suicide squeeze, putting in play to help his own cause.
Six in a row retired by Lyles right now. Full count to Mercer. Trevor Williams and then Josh Harrison scheduled to bat here in the last of the fifth. That is ball 4 on a close pitch. First walk allowed by Jordan Lyles today.
Looked like a really good pitch. Does this catch the outside corner? No, it's off the plate. I don't know.
Bunt bid, and it's going to be caught by Hosmer.
Hey, trust your gut. Okay? Especially yours. Pick the right player and get one step closer to winning $5.6 million. Download Beat the Streak today in the App Store or on MLB.com/BTS. And the bigger the gut, the better your chances. Donnie.
One out here in the fifth inning. Top of the order, Josh Harrison, 2 for 2 in the game. He has singled and doubled. Foul backhand out of play. Saw something today that I never want to see again. Came back into the booth today after having breakfast. And my partner was half dressed. Did not have a shirt on when I walked back into the booth, and
Doing a little tailoring work.
gross with a capital G.
I had to do some tailoring.
I don't know what you were doing, but it was less clothing. This one is on the ground, back past the mound. Villanueva on the run, and the throw is in time. Nice play. Well, Harrison wants him to check this out. He thought he beat it out. We'll see.
Christian Villanueva did everything right on that play. Could not go to the glove, had to go bare hand. Bare hand clean. It's close, huh?
They are going to challenge.
Remember, it's when the ball hits the back of the glove.
We'll see if there's enough there to overturn it. Call on the field was out. And wow. Looks like he may have been safe.
I think you're right.
Crowd thinks so. They just showed it on the big board. We'll see if they overturn it. Harrison thinks he's safe after seeing it on the big board.
Yeah, I got safe.
And he is indeed safe. Harrison with the infield hit, 3 for 3 in the ball game. Pirates have 2 on with 1 away. Gregory Polanco coming up. Polanco has flat out to center, struck out swinging, 0 for 2.
Tough guy to double up as well.
Grounds 1 foul for strike 1.
Batting from the left side, he can run a little bit. So the ideal situation would be a hot 1-hop, 2-hopper to one of the infielders right at them to try to turn 2. The infield playing a little bit on the pull side.
Ball and a strike to Polanco. His fly to center, struck out swinging, 0 for 2 today for the Pirates right fielder. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
I'll tell you, Freddie Galvis is getting his road work in at shortstop. He is jockeying back and forth from his position in between the runner and the bag at second base, Jordy Mercer. He is making it known that he is in the ear of Mercer, trying to maybe shorten him up a step or 2.
Did he go? No. We check with Ron Culpa, third base umpire. Jammed and a pop-up foul off third. Villanueva will make the catch. Out number 2. Second foul out of the inning. 2 down.
That's huge. Jordan Lyles really getting in on Polanco, not enabling him to get extended. That's how he can hurt you. Get in there. Polanco says, get out of there. Barrel working underneath it and keeping it in play enough for Villanueva to squeeze it for the big out.
2 down for Francisco Cervelli. Had a sac fly his last time up, picked up his 25th RBI of the year. And a check swing foul. It glances off A.J. Ellis. And Cervelli checking on Ellis. A professional courtesy here between catchers.
Hitters really dislike that when they check their swing and that barrel of the bat goes down below their hands and the pitch hits it. I mean, that's like, really? But it works to the advantage of Lyles here.
Ball and a strike to Cervelli. Mercer walked to begin the inning. Trevor Williams tried to bunt him over but fouled out to Hosmer. Josh Harrison with the infield hit. And then Gregory Polanco fouled out to Villanueva. So first and second, 2 down.
Paper or plastic?
I believe that is plastic.
Yeah. Freddie's going to go help the environment and pick that up, probably stuff it in his back pocket or give it to a ground screw guy. Notice how he's using his glove. He's not going to touch that. There's no way he's touching that.
First and second, 2 down. And that is strike 3. Cervelli knew it, takes with him the third strikeout for Jordan Lyles. 4-1 Padres to the 6th we go.
There's a lot of great players that I grew up watching. Obviously, you know, Tony Gwynn and Trevor Hoffman were my two guys that I grew up watching a lot. But my favorite player growing up was Ken Caminiti. He made me want to be a third baseman, to, you know, throw it across the infield on your knees. But some memories, you know, I see Trevor Hoffman, you know, get all of his saves, and we sat right behind his family, so you see his sons and his wife go nuts every time that he pitched was really special.
Trevor Williams, remembering growing up in San Diego, being a huge Padres fan, he mentioned his favorite player was Ken Caminiti, and guys, he actually got a chance to say hi to Ken Caminiti on one of his birthdays. There's a special moment. Your hero saying hi to you on your birthday, something he'll never forget, and his big league dream is coming true. Rancho Bernardo High grad, doing San Diego proud, guys.
All right, thanks very much, Gan. It's a great story, and it's been fun to watch him pitch today as he works here into the 6th inning. Jose Pirela will line this one foul down the left field line, out of play.
I like how he attacks hitters on the hill. He's not afraid to throw both sides of the plate with his fastball. Loves his fastball, and then flips up the nice breaking ball there.
Pirela, Villanueva, and Reyes expected here in the 6th inning. A liner caught it short by Mercer. One down. Well, it's time now for the Coors Light refreshing finish. And Christian Villanueva with a 2-run shot, a line drive home run to left center field. His 12th home run of the year. Just into the Padres pen out there.
Yeah, that was in his nitro zone. He wanted that fastball down and away, but it leaked middle of the plate. He got extended.
So 1 for 2 today. That straightens him up, pitch up and in.
Yeah, 2 pitches inside. Once again, not afraid to throw the ball in. Some pitchers might be a little tentative to throw the ball in because they think, oh, if I leak it over the inner third, I'm going to get hurt. Here comes a breaking ball down and away.
In there for strike 2, 2-2. Fly ball headed out to left field, where Corey Dickerson, wait for it to come down. Makes the catch out there for out number 2. 6 in a row now retired by Trevor Williams. 2 outs in the 6th, and Franmil Reyes coming up.
You know, we touched upon it a little bit, but if you really want to see, I mean, this brought tears to my eyes. Trevor Williams, 2016. You know, his dad was diagnosed with cancer, and there was a point where he was given 60 to 90 days to live. Well, Trevor gets his first big league win. His dad and his wife and child are in the stands, and the emotion when he hugged his dad and his dad's reaction, it's one of the most precious things you'll ever see on at a sporting event. It's really, really special. And look at his dad. I mean, it's just, he can't believe what he just witnessed, and then the hug says it all. He won't let go.
2-0 on the ground is short, and Jordy Mercer throws out. Reyes, a 1-2-3 6th inning for Trevor Williams. 4-1 Padres.
heroes, because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
Well, it's on to the last of the 6th inning for Jordan Lyles. And Josh Bell to lead it off here for the Pirates. Bell, Dickerson, and Moran here in the last of the 6th. Of course, last time out for Lyles, flirting with the perfect game. Ended up going 7 1/3 innings, longest outing in a start this year. Fly ball headed to center field. Manuel Margot over towards right center for out number 1.
Jordan Lyles making it look easy. In complete command. Doing well against the 2nd best hitting team in the National League behind the Atlanta Braves. Pittsburgh Pirates going to this game hitting .259. And there you see the breakdown. The heaviest workload in the 3rd inning, 24 pitches.
1 down, and Corey Dickerson. Dickerson has fly to center, grounded out to first. Fouls this one off to the left.
Oh, by the way, equipment manager Spencer Dahlm, the backbone of this organization. He's running everything down there. Happy birthday, Spencer.
I had the chance to wish him a happy birthday before the game.
Yeah. He does it all.
I checked with him though. 15 is definitely not retired. So because what did I say? 15? 55.
55? Oh,
yes,
really?
It is definitely
no?
not retired. Yeah, it's very much in the rotation.
Huh.
Matt Strom has it now. And I think it's going to be available for the future.
I have no problem with that. I don't mind sharing it all.
Well, you were telling people that it was retired there for a while.
I was.
Yeah, I heard you tell
Really?
people that.
Is that what you heard?
Yeah.
You got some BI.
I heard you guys telling
Bad
some people
information.
That wasn't up on the board, but it was something that was kind of, you know, unwritten rule in the clubhouse. It's not to go out to anybody. I heard that. Some sort of an agreement or something. I don't know.
I can't speak to that.
Well, anyway, the birthday boy assured me that it is available.
And that's fine with me.
Very much.
Yeah.
Available.
I'm a giver. Matt Strom, wear it proudly.
Dickerson's 0 for 2.
If you had a number to wear, what would your number be?
Probably 10.
Why?
That's what I wore in high school.
Any big leaguer that you admired growing up wear a 10?
Not particularly. It's what was available. Swing and a miss. Dickerson strikes out. 4 strikeouts for Lyles, 2 down.
Jordan continues to do well against left-handed hitters going into this game. Left-handers only hitting .171. .170 to be exact. And he's keeping it going this afternoon.
4 in a row retired by Lyles. 2 out in the inning, and Colin Moran 0 for 2.
According to my count, 1 for 13 today against left-handers. That includes the switch hitting Josh Bell hitting from the left side today.
There's ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk to Colin Moran. Second walk allowed by Lyles. They've come in the last 2 innings. And it'll give Austin Meadows a chance. Goes with a single in the second inning to left field, grounded out to second base in the fourth inning. 1 for 2 for the rookie center fielder for the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's his third big league game, and he'll take a pitch inside and low.
As A.J. Ellis goes out to just a little calm me down for Jordan Lyles. I think, Don, you can see why the Pirates are so high on this kid, Austin Meadows, in the short time that we have seen him. He can run, swings the bat well.
Well, as Ellis went out there, the pen started to get busy for the first time today. Looks like double-barreled action going on in the pen for the Padres right now. It is Strom, number 55. And Adam Simber up in the pen.
You know, maybe Spencer should tell players that, hey, you might want to know who wore this number before, and you might want to avoid it. And I'm just being honest. And here's the reason why.
Just have a copy of your career stats. This one fouled off. Like, here's what results could take place.
Hey, Matt, what number you like to wear? How about 55? Well, you might want to reconsider, because these are the statistics of the
numbers.
Pitcher that
10 seasons to get 20 wins spread out over a long time. But I have heard you tell people that 55 is actually not available, not on the wall or anything, but it'll never be passed out. Yeah, they retired it. Sorry about it. I've heard you say that. And then when Matt Strom came out from the pen, wearing number 55, it was like, what?
They took it out of mothballs.
Some sort of an agreement? Yeah, I don't know. Wow. Fly ball headed out towards deep right center field. Reyes going back at the wall. It's gone. Austin Meadows hits his first big league home run. It's a 2-run shot to right center field. And it's a 1-run game.
Looked like a hanging breaking ball. Yes, it was. Curveball. Down and in, right into the swing path of Austin Meadows. You know, his days as a minor leaguer, not really known for hitting the long ball. More of a doubles guy. Can steal you a base. Defense.
Now Jordy Mercer to deep left field. Back, and that ball is gone. Pirates go back-to-back and tie the game in the 6th inning. Third home run of the year for Jordy Mercer. That was fast.
You know, over the course of a ball game, 100 pitchers or so, pitchers will make a mistake here and there. Well, the last 2 pitches thrown, the breaking ball into the swing path down and in to Austin Meadows for the home run, and then that first pitch right there for Jordy Mercer to send it on its way.
Now Frazier was introduced, and Andy Green coming out to make a double switch here. Pitching change and a double switch coming up here. Game now tied 4-4 from Pittsburgh with 2 outs in the 6th inning.
I'll be back again. So Frazier was announced. Here comes
Into the game here, and now a 4-4 game. Takes over for Jordan Lyles, chased after 5 2/3. Got 2 quick outs to begin the inning, but a walk, a 2-run shot, and a solo shot, and all of a sudden Lyles is out of the game, and this game goes from a 3-run lead for the Padres to tied.
5th game for Matt, the left-hander. He was in the first game of the series on Thursday. Pitched 2/3 of an inning, couple of hits. On the short time that Matt has been with the Padres, lefties 2 for 6.
Frazier trickles this one down the first base line, a foul ball.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
Now, as part of the double switch, Matt Caesar is now in right field. So Franmil Reyes done for the day. There's Caesar in right. Foul to the screen, and it hangs here 1-2. There have been 14 players who have worn the number 55. Not just one, as some would leave you to believe.
Huh. You know, I'm trying to think who else won it. Andres Baruman, I think, has won. Other than that, I'm.
Jared Cozart.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Dale Thayer. He had a few good years out of the bullpen for San Diego as well.
Foul to the screen. I can hear it 2-2. So it was never retired.
No, it was never retired, Donald. We got to come clean.
In the air, down the left field line, foul.
Do you know why I like 55?
Because it takes up lots of space.
That, not only that,
yeah.
but my favorite number I wore in high school growing up was 22. If you flip 22 upside down, it's pretty much 55.
Line to right field, in for a base hit. Frazier there. Pretty good at bat. Fouled off some pitches before he singles to right. 4 straight have reached here for the Pirates in the 6th inning.
That is a good battle by the left-handed Hank Frazier. Going into this game, 167 off lefties. Only 12 at-bats, but still. Got a pitch up, out over the plate, outer third at 95. A firm fastball from Matt Strong.
So 2 down, runner at first, and Josh Harrison coming up. Little pop-up bloop foul off to the right, out of play. Outfield about straight away here for Harrison, who is 3 for 3 in this game. Miles shaking his head, not sure what happened there. It happened fast. Fly ball, right field, playable for Matt Caesar. Just into the game, and he handles out number 3 to end the inning. Big inning for the Pirates. They tie it up 4-4. run, a 2-run shot, his 12th home run of the year into the Padres bullpen. Gave the Padres a 2-1 advantage. And the suicide squeeze dropped down by Lyles as A.J. Ellis would score. And the Padres added on to their lead. It was 4-1, but then a 2-run shot. Austin Meadows with his first major league home run, and then Jordy Mercer as the Pirates go back-to-back in the bottom of the 6th inning to tie the score at 4 aside. Lyles gone after 5 2/3. Williams went 6 innings, being a wave of 1 for 3 with a 2-run home run, and Josh Harrison in his return now 3 for 4. As the game summary brought to you by Harris. Edgar Santana is now going to take over for the Pirates after Trevor Williams was pinch hit for. And Freddie Galvis leading it off here for the Padres in the 7th. And now a tie game. And Galvis sends one out shallow left. Dickerson got a late break and comes in to make the sliding catch, but dropped it. Oh, they're going to say he had it long enough. The third base umpire, Ron Culp, out there to say that he had it long enough as it came out of his glove, I think, when he made contact with the grass. But we'll see if the Padres are going to challenge this. Andy Green right now waiting for an answer. In and out of the glove. I don't know. We'll get another look here. Comes out of the glove as it hits the ground.
You know what? I would challenge that. I don't think that's a natural act on his part. The ball came loose. I don't think he had full. I'm not going to say full control, but he started to bring his glove forward again, and the ball came out.
Not going to challenge.
It wasn't like he had control of it. What do you think?
I thought initially that they should challenge, but they must have seen something else. They did not challenge. 1 out here in the inning. Just don't know because you can't see it, whether or not it's bouncing around in that glove or not. To center. Meadows back a few steps, and Ellis out number 2.
You know, it would have been different if he caught it, right? He slides and then he brings his glove up to his throwing hand to take it out and drops it.
And then on the transfer, yes.
But yet his glove slid behind him, and then when he came forward, it came out. So I don't think he. Okay, in the glove,
here's
right?
What you don't see,
right?
Is it still juggling around in there? You saw the snow cone.
Yeah, it was secure in his glove, but what I'm saying, you know, it hit.
Two down, Manuel Margot will take a pitch in.
Ground can't cause a fumble, can it?
Well, come out of your glove, yeah.
Right. I was using the football analogy.
No, I know you are, but I think
I just don't think he. I don't know. I can't find the right set of words to describe what I mean.
Nine in a row retired by Pirates pitching right now. 2 quick outs for Edgar Santana. Starter Trevor Williams will not be part of the decision. Gave up 4 runs in 6 innings. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 5. Strike call. Margot's going to have to come back.
It's got to be a bad feeling for a hitter, huh? On your way to first base and it's called a strike.
He thought he had ball 4.
Yep.
Sprays it foul off to the right, out of play.
Well, Santana's got a live fastball as well, 96. He throws the 4-seamer, the sinker, slider. Very rarely he'll throw a changeup. Pretty much a 2-pitch pitcher.
On the ground by the mound towards Harrison at second base. Throw is in time and the inning is over. So a 1-2-3 7th inning. And it is 7th inning stretch here today on this Sunday from beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. We'll keep it right here for the singing of God Bless America.
I invite you now to stand as we offer support to our troops here and abroad. We are proud to be joined on the field by Bosun's Mate First Class Benjamin Cheslow from the United States Coast Guard. Benjamin has been a member of the Coast Guard for 10 years, a native of Smithfield, and is joined by his 2 children as guests of the Pirates. We thank you, Benjamin, for your courageous service to our country and for being here with us today. And now here to lead us with God Bless America is Ashley Yankello.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans wide with foam. God bless America, my home sweet.
Fans, it's time for the 7th inning stretch. We invite you to follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie as we sing Take
The 7th inning, game tied here 4-4. Gregory Polanco is going to be leading it off. Matt Strom back out there again. Got the final out of the 6th inning and back out there to begin the 7th. A shift here on Polanco on the right side of the infield. Christian Villanueva, the third baseman, over to that right side to stack it up.
And with the tie score, Freddie Galvis playing in a little bit. Now he's going to adjust himself more towards the middle of third base and second base. You know, as the count got more in the favor of the hitter, Freddie Galvis moved towards his left more. I would have to say because the hitter's more in a pull mode. Count swings the other way. Freddie Galvis maybe go to his right a little bit more. Now with the count 2-1, he's backing up to traditional shortstop position.
Three and one. It's Polanco, Cervelli, Bell expected. You get 2, 3, and 4 coming up here for the Pirates in the inning. Wild swing and a miss there. Full count. Fastball on that outside edge. Got him to chase. There is Cervelli waiting on deck. Outside for ball 4, and a leadoff walk begins things here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Well, after the ball game, the Padres are headed to Washington, D.C. to begin a 3-game series against the Nationals. Bryce Harper hitting at just 140 in his last 11 games. Matt Adams at just 148 in his last 8 games. And Gio Gonzalez, May 9th against the Padres, gave up 1 earned run in 6 innings pitched. Had 8 strikeouts in that outing. We will not see Scherzer or Strasburg this time around when playing the Nationals.
It's amazing. Remember Bryce Harper. I'm sure that the pitchers will be watching tons of video and great scouting reports from Darren Balsley. Secondly, remember how hot Matt Adams was when they were in San Diego? How quickly things have changed there. And once again, Gio Gonzalez, one of the reasons why the Washington Nationals have such a good starting rotation ERA, leading the league with a 2.94 ERA going into today.
Cervelli 0 for 2 with a sac fly today, and the recipient of strike 1. Cervelli with 6 home runs on the year. Today the Pirates have 2 home runs. They came back-to-back in the 6th inning. 2-run shot for Austin Meadows. Solo shot for Jordy Mercer. Straight away. Double-barreled action going on in the Padres pen right now. Strom begins the inning. Not a big lead for Polanco. Gets back pretty easily over there at first base. Kirby Yates. Adam Simber. Fly ball headed towards left center field. Margot and Jankowski, and Margot makes the catch in front of Jankowski and gets it back in just shy of the track. Jankowski veered off at the last second. 1 down.
We hear it so many times. Center fielder taking control, right? Call him off if you've got it. Cervelli just out in front a little bit of this one, working underneath it as well. Ball traveling well also. Travis peels off.
Cervelli thought he might have had enough on that one, but not enough. 1 down instead. Here's Josh Bell. Turns around now from the right side against a left-hander. He's swinging for the fences. 0 for 3. Flied out to the warning track in the first, and then flied out to center in the 3rd and the 6th inning. Both times Manuel Margot up to the task. Now a pop-up. First base way, foul ground. Hosmer makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 down, and it brings up Corey Dickerson. Quiet day today so far for Dickerson. 0 for 3. Flied out, grounded out, and struck out. Throw to first, and Polanco back to the bag. Got this inning started with a walk to begin the inning, but since then has not been able to advance. Cervelli flying out to center. Bell fouling out to Hosmer at first base. Soft toss over again.
Do you see how quickly Polanco got back off the bag? If I were Hosmer, I'd fake a throw back to the pitcher and do the old quick snap tag. I mean, as soon as he let go of that ball, he was inching off that bag. I remember Todd Helton doing that. I think it was Matt Carpenter. Throw over to first, got back safely, faked the throw back to the pitcher, held the ball in his glove. Carpenter stepped off for an instant, bang, tagged him, got him.
Two down, Polanco at first base, and Strom has fallen behind here, 2-0. Next pitch will be the 25th in relief for Strom. Two and one.
Not quite the 2-0 hack or pitch I would think Dickerson would want to swing at.
The Pirates have been good at home. Day games are 13-4, and at home for day games 6-1. Trailed today 4-1, have come back to tie it up 4-4. Another throw over, and Polanco back again. Strike two. So Strom has battled back here. It's down 2-0, now 2-2. Just brought Travis Jankowski in a little bit from left field. Liner down the left field line, and it is a foul ball. Wow, that was close. Foul ball the call, but boy, did that look close. Crowd reacting as if it was a fair ball. And so were the Pirates, still running around.
Ball slicing off the bat of Dickerson. Oh yeah, that's fine. Hey, keep running until the umpire tells you to stop, right? Credit Polanco. Why not? Don't anticipate, or don't assume, I should say, that that ball is going to be called until, you know, the umpire makes the call. He'll tell you to go back.
So it hangs here 2-2 to Dickerson. Chop foul outside of first. Dickerson today 0 for 3. Batting with 2 down and Polanco at first base. Tie game. Last of the 7th inning. Popped up. Foul ground, backing out of play. Dickerson is shortened up here with 2 strikes. For the Tampa Bay Rays a year ago. One of the additions here for the Pirates this season. To center field, Manuel Margot will move in and over to make the catch that ends the inning and sends us to the 8th inning in a 4-4 game from Pittsburgh. Thanks very much. Michael Feliz checks into the game here as we start the 8th inning from Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's 22nd game for Michael Feliz, the right-hander. Pretty much a 2-pitch pitcher, 4-seam fastball and a slider. Once again, mid-90s, a live arm coming out of that Bucco bullpen.
Matt Caesar as part of a double switch an inning ago defensively. Bats for the first time now in the game. 244, home run, 4 runs batted in. Caesar, Jankowski, and Hosmer expected here in the top of the 8th inning. Feliz taking over for Santana, who had a 1-2-3 7th inning. Popped up left side of the infield. Jordy Mercer, equidistant between second and third, makes the catch for out number 1. It's time now for top tier play brought to you by Arco. The squeeze play dropped down by Jordan Lyles, and coming in was A.J. Ellis to score, and at the time gave the Padres a 4-1 advantage.
Great recognition, great back control by Lyles. As soon as that pitcher got into the position to where he started towards home plate, A.J. Ellis was off and running.
11 in a row retired by Pirates pitching right now. One down, and Jankowski, who is 0 for 3. Fastball at 95 in there for strike 2 and 1. Battling back 2 and 2. Check swing, did he go? No, says Ron Culpa.
Well, after going away for a lot of pitches, this at bat, he tries to sneak one on the inner half of the plate. Does he go? Ooh. It's close, huh?
Hits it, it's a double.
I agree. I thought he went.
Payoff pitch. Ground ball to shortstop, lots of spin on it. Mercer's got it. And Jankowski's out, number 2 of the 8th inning.
Good hustle by Travis down the first base line. Put pressure on Jordy Mercer.
So 2 down brings up Eric Hosmer. Singled in the 4th inning and scored a run, has struck out twice in this game. Rolls it over foul by the Padres dugout. They're housed on the first base side here at PNC Park. Phillies, the third arm used today by Clint Hurdle. Trevor Williams, the San Diego native, for 6, giving up the 4 runs. Edgar Santana at a 1-2-3 7th. And now Phillies on in the 8th. There for strike 2. Popped up foul, backing out of play. Two outs, 8th inning, game tied 4-4. Kirby Yates up in the pen. Looks like he'll be coming in here for the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and Hosmer strikes out for the 3rd time today. A 1-2-3 8th inning, game tied 4-4 from Pittsburgh. Jerome's Furniture, where Jerry's price is the lowest price every day. And by Pacific Surfliner. Ride the Surfliner to your next Padres game. It's turned into a beautiful day here in Pittsburgh. Game 4 of the 4-game series between the Padres and the Pirates. There are Pirates all over this ballpark.
Oh yeah, they've got the Jolly Roger. Hopefully the Padres put an end to that. No raising of the Jolly Roger this afternoon.
New pitcher is Kirby Yates, third of the day for the Padres.
Has just allowed 1 earned run in his 17 appearances. And 15 innings this season, a .6 ERA.
Liner to right center field to start the inning for Colin Moran. Wide turn at first, but he will retreat to the bag. Leadoff single. It is the second straight inning. Lead runner has been on for the Pirates.
A great job by Matt Caesar in right field, getting to that baseball, preventing it from going to the gap. This ball was pulverized. And Matt Caesar, who's got good speed in right field, remember he went out there in the double switch. He gets this ball before it has a chance on the backhand, as Manuel Margot is backing up to hold him to a single.
Lead runner on, brings up Austin Meadows. Got his first major league home run today. Part of a 2-hit day. They're in at the corners anticipating a bunt. Go to first and back is Moran. Kind of working towards the bottom of the order here for the Pirates.
Home team tied late. Yeah, try to bunt him over, get him into scoring position.
Sean Rodriguez pinch running at first base. Another check on. And on the grass at third, Villanueva. Hosmer holding the runner on for now. Meadows takes strike one.
And no sign of bunting from Meadows.
Ball and a strike. Now some taxing innings in this series for the Padres pen. They've been terrific. So far out of the pen, Matt Strom won an inning and a third. Gave up a hit, no runs. Walked a batter, did not strike anybody out. Now Yates on for the eighth. Blocked by Ellis. No advance at first for Rodriguez. Meadows getting his first major league home run in the sixth inning.
Breaking ball, mislocation out of the hand of Jordan Lyles, sending it on its way in the right center field stands.
Popped up, foul out of play, off to the left. Hosmer holding on Sean Rodriguez. Lead a little larger now. And a ground ball up the middle into center field. Rodriguez will stop at second as Margot gets to it quickly in shallow center. And the first two Pirates in the eighth have reached. Third hit of the day for the rookie Austin Meadows.
Yeah, Meadows 0 for 3 last night, but the night before on Friday, a couple of hits. He's got good bat control. He's got a pretty good idea up there at the plate. Now with the runners at first and second base, they've got a Shriners meeting going on that hill out there. Everybody in the infield having a word with one another just to make sure everybody's on the same page. With the number 8 hitter, Jordy Mercer, coming up, bunting, where he's going to bunt it, what we're going to do. The best case scenario is getting that lead runner with the force at third base.
Jordy Mercer in the 6th inning, homered as the Pirates went back to back. Is squaring, but takes a pitch high for ball 1.
Christian Villanueva hanging around the third base bag, wanting to retreat to third base for the force play if it's bunted. That's why Kirby Yates has to really bust it in or bust it towards the third base line if there's a bunt that way. Freddie Galvis was hanging around second base. So no wheel play on this particular bunt if they're going to put down the bunt.
Villanueva reeling off signs for the rest of the infielders from third base.
And believe me, A.J. Ellis is going to have his megaphone out directing traffic when that ball, if in fact bunted, out in front of home plate. Go to first base, go to third base. You'll see the play developing right in front of him.
Mercer not squaring, swinging instead and fouling it back to the screen.
Jordy Mercer's got to be thinking, hey, I hit a home run last time. You're having me bunt? That's what I like about showing bunt early and then maybe pulling back and swinging. Catching the defense off guard, possibly.
Home run for Mercer was his 3rd of the year. He's also walked today, so aboard twice. Pulls it back, takes ball 2.
Well, 2-1, hitters count.
Bluff off the backside, but nobody was close to second base. The wheel play was occurring as you had Galvis racing towards third base. So the runner at second, Rodriguez, just kind of froze. There's nobody out here. You can throw it if you want. Galvis taking off for third.
Yep. Well, the beauty of that play, you step off, you do not have to throw that base, so that's a good thing.
Loop down the right field line, headed for the seats, and foul. Two on, nobody out for the Pirates here in the 8th in a tie game. It's getting late. Swing and a miss, and that's a big strikeout for Kirby Yates. One down in the 8th inning.
Big time situation, big time pitch. 88 on the split finger from Kirby Yates. Bottom drops out of that one. That is a huge strikeout for Kirby.
Pinch hitter coming up here in the pitcher's spot, David Freese, who had started the first 3 games of the series, coming off the bench today. 250 hitter, 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. That's in Michael Felice's spot, and take strike 1. So Felice went an inning with a strikeout. Freese against Yates, 2 for 4 with a couple of strikeouts.
He's grounded into 3 double plays this year.
And that one got him. It's going to load the bases. Hit batter loads the bases. It's Andy Green who runs out here to talk to Yates. Not made a move. And they're going to figure out what they want to do here.
You know, I'm not a professional lip reader, but thinking I may have seen Andy say, so obviously with the bases loaded, something hit sharply, go home. I think he wants everybody to be on the same page as far as, you know, the medium ground ball, the high chopper. At least get an out. You got to get an out. If they score a run, they score a run. Force play at the plate. Play catch with A.J. Ellis. Let's see where he puts the infield.
About halfway. Josh Harrison, who has 3 hits today in his return, been on the DL since April the 15th.
I mean, if it's sharply hit at Perella or Galvis, you're thinking they're going to go 2-1 there for the double play there.
Fly ball headed to center field. Margot moving back, plenty deep enough. He'll make the catch shy of the track. Tagging at third is Rodriguez. He'll score the go-ahead run here in the 8th inning. Sac fly for Josh Harrison. Big day in his return for the Pirates.
Looked like an off-speed pitch that he got elevated as soon as he hit that ball. You can see him clenching his fist. Deep enough to get the run home and take the lead, break the tie.
Also on that fly out to center field, tagging up and moving from second to third was Austin Meadows. So now an insurance run 90 feet away for the Pirates with 2 down here in the 8th. And it brings up Gregory Polanco. Swinging for the fences, strike 1. First and third, 2 down, a run in for the Pirates, who have broken this 4-4 tie. 0-2. Fastball again, 94 from Yates.
He's got that split finger in his back pocket. Got to keep it down, though. A.J. Ellis, he knows he's got to be aware of that. Smother it in the dirt. High fastball here.
Runner goes at first, and a pop-up foul ground. Villanueva has got room, and he makes the catch. That will end the inning, but the Pirates have taken a 5-4 lead. To the 9th we go. Let's revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
You ask and you shall receive. More of the same for Jordan. 5 2/3, 7 hits, 4 earned runs. It was that one inning that got him in the 6th. Back-to-back home runs. Struck out 4, and more of the same versus Williams. Going back to last night's game where the Padres got on the board early in the first inning with 3 runs. Trevor Williams pitched very, very well. 6 innings, 4 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Both pitchers left when the game was tied. But the Buccos had the lead going to the 9th.
Felipe Vasquez ready to work here to Jose Perella to get it started in the 9th.
Saw Vasquez in Thursday's game. First game of the series where the Pirates won 5-4. 9 for 9. That's when he recorded his 9th save.
Jose Perella 0 for 3 today. Takes strike 1. 98 for you.
It's coming in hot.
Play for Perella to go the other way. Austin Meadows, center fielder, over towards right center. Now Michael Feliz, the pitcher of record right now for the Pirates, at a 1-2-3/8 inning with a strikeout. Liner to right field, and Perella gets a base hit to start things here in the 9th inning. Good start for the Padres here in the 9th. First hit of the day for Perella. Now Christian Villanueva coming up, hit a 2-run home run back in the 4th inning.
Well, you've got power coming up against power right here. Vasquez with the good fastball, and a guy who likes the fastball, Christian Villanueva. Crushed the mistake out of the hand of Trevor Williams. By the way, nice hit right there by Jose Perella. Trying not to pull him. Letting the power of the arm of Vasquez do the work and rifling that one to right center.
Strike 1.
That pitch was right in his neutral, or right in his nitro zone. That's the home run he hit off of Williams was right there as well. Down the middle, about knee high.
0-2.
Pulled the string. Cambio.
Into center field, and a base hit for Villanueva. Perella will stop at second base. Just reached out, kind of protecting the plate there, and lines one into center. Back-to-back base hits here for the Padres in the 9th.
0-2. 0-2 pitch to Villanueva. He wants it down and away. It is down and away off the plate. Too close to take. He offers at it. Back-to-back knocks. Knock, knock. Who's there? Well, Padres are threatening here.
Corey Spangenberg coming up here to pinch hit in the pitcher's spot with 2 on, nobody out here in the 9th inning. Coming in on the corners here, anticipating a bunt. He squares and takes ball 1. Imagine it's pretty tough to bunt 99.
Yes.
Have a pinch runner at first base. Looks like Cordero has come out. He will pinch run for Villanueva at first. So Villanueva out of the game. Cordero in at first base. Perella at second base. Spangenberg the batter. Ahead 1-0. It's the bunt down, but a foul ball. So back to second for Perella, back to first for Cordero.
That had 2-5 written all over it if that ball's fair, because Cervelli was way out in front of home plate, ready to pounce on that to get that force play at third base.
Little pop-up foul, backing out of play. No chance for Cervelli to go back to get it. And Spangenberg down 1-2. Unable to get it down in 2 attempts. Perella singled to right. Cordero singled to center. First 2 have reached. Here in the 9th inning with the Padres trailing by a run. In tight at 95, and it's 2-2. Dribbled foul. Spangenberg stays alive. And taking the bunt off here with 2 strikes at the moment. Perella at second. Cordero at first. Spangenberg fouls it off, stays alive. It's not been easier for Vasquez coming in, giving up back-to-back base hits to begin the 9th. Coming in with a 1-run lead, trying to save it here for the Pirates. Padres not going quietly here in the 9th.
And Vasquez is consistently trying to go away to Spangenberg. Corey's got to think that way. Outfield shallow and left, and swung over towards that left field line.
Fouled off to the upper deck. Foul back again, and the battle continues.
Boy, it's center field. Austin Meadows, would you say it's on kind of on the shallow side?
I think they all are.
Yeah, if Corey can split a gap here, watch him run. Remember, the pinch runner at first base, Cordero, can run.
Spangenberg hits one on the ground to short. Mercer will go to second, and they get nothing there. And from third comes Perella, and this game is tied. Errant throw there to second base, and the Padres tie it up.
I'm surprised he didn't go to third, because that ball, it looked like to me it wasn't directly at him. He could have went to third for the force play. Sure, you know, with the speed of Spangenberg as well out of the batter's box. And I think his momentum, let's take another look. I see he's going to his right. I say go to third base. He's throwing flat-footed. At least you get an out at third base. You get the lead runner. A break for San Diego. Here it is again. He's going to his right, right? I say go to third base for the force play, but break for San Diego. Take advantage of that.
Tie game now. Now looking to pull ahead. Here's Freddie Galvis with the infield in, taking a pitch up. Blown save for Vasquez. Infield in all the way around now for the Pirates. Chance here for Galvis to put the Padres on top. Swing and a miss, 1-1 after that 96-mile-an-hour fastball running away. Still nobody out here for the Padres in the 9th inning. Galvis drops the bunt down and is going to be to the pitcher. Run will score, throw to first, and safe at first base is Galvis. Padres take the lead. The bunt for Freddie Galvis, and it's 6-5 San Diego. Vasquez playing that ball, the high chopper back towards the mound. And nobody was really headed over to first base.
No. And a delayed call by Will Little.
He took a long look.
Yes, he did. High chopper. Once again, a free run. Nobody's there. Oh. Yeah, he was safe.
Hit and an RBI for Freddie Galvis that has put the Padres on top. Now a mound visit coming up here. It is Ray Searage, the pitching coach, headed out. Padres have scored a pair here in the 9th inning.
Boy, getting to their closer, it was 9 for 9 in save opportunities.
Still nobody out in this inning.
Yeah, that's huge. Great hitting by Perella. Villanueva. Good bat control once again by Freddie Galvis. Well, Corey Spangenberg was over at third base talking to Glenn Hoffman. Then he ran all the way over to talk to Skip Schumacher and Freddie Galvis.
A lot of conversation.
Yeah.
So first and second, nobody out. A.J. Ellis coming up. Now looking to obtain some insurance here with a 6-5 lead here for the Padres in the top of the 9th inning. Squaring is Ellis, and he'll get it down. Foul ball.
Going into this game, the Pittsburgh Pirates 21-0, leading after the 8th. Until today.
They're charging from the corners. Ellis pulls it back and takes a ball 1-1. It's been a long inning and still no out for Vasquez, who's thrown 20 pitches. Mostly fastballs. Runners going, and the pitch is going to be a ball and a double steal. Spangenberg steals third, and Galvis steals second.
Boy, Padres doing everything right here in this inning. Both runners going. No chance for Cervelli. Now cutting down the range, Clint Hurdle will bring the infield in.
Falling behind Ellis, 3-1.
So AJ can elevate something to the outfield.
Fouls it back, full count. Fastball who ended up kind of being up and in. Rodriguez, who we've seen in the series, now looking on should they choose to go to him. Payoff pitch to A.J. Ellis. His line into right center field for a base hit. From third base comes Spangenberg. Here comes Galvis. Throw to the plate will be cut off, and the Padres had two more and take an 8-5 lead. They have scored 4 times so far here in the 9th inning.
Padres having some fun in that dugout. Oh, not too many times you see this happen, and the manager coming out to take the ball from the closer. He was 9 for 9. Not today.
Clint Hurdle will take the baseball from his closer, who did not record an out. Rodriguez will be coming in. The Padres now have an 8-5 lead in Pittsburgh. the ninth inning and have an 8-5 lead right now. Still nobody out in the ninth. And Richard Rodriguez now into the game for the Pirates.
And the music to our ears is the nobody out still, as the Padres are doing everything right in this inning. They got to the closer, 14th game for Rodriguez. I think Perella and Villanueva really setting the tone in this inning by leading off with hits. Freddie Galvis, good bat control on that bunt. Keep it going. Keep adding on.
Margot in this game, 0 for 3, is lined out to center, grounded out twice to second base. So Vasquez did not record an out. 4 hits allowed. So far, 4 runs. Didn't walk anybody, nor did he strike anybody out. And still responsible for A.J. Ellis at first base.
Oh, that'll hurt the ERA.
Yes, it will. There is an error mixed in there.
Yep.
Jordy Mercer on the throw, the shortstop, the play at second base. You're right. If he had gone to third base, would have gotten the lead runner.
Yeah.
That'd have been a whole different story. But it opened the floodgates. Two and two to Margot. That's Caesar waiting on deck. Still nobody out in the ninth. That's to the right side into right field. A base hit for Margot. Hit number 5 of the ninth inning for the Padres. Offensive explosion here in the top of the ninth inning.
Well, they've got some good arms coming out of this Pirate bullpen, right? And I've just seen guys cutting down, not coming out of their shoes early, realizing that they need base runners. They have certainly done that. I mean, in the run column now, the Padres have a snowman. 8 runs. A lot of the right-handed hitters going the opposite way. Just some good disciplined hitting.
Runs scored in the ninth, most for a ninth inning this year. He had been 0 for 24 when trailing after 8 innings. Caesar showing bunt again, taking a ball again, 2-0. Ellis at second, Margot at first, still nobody out. Take the bunt off, and Caesar swings through that for strike 1. Now he's bunting and he fouls it off. 2-2. Five hits in the inning so far, 4 runs. Closer Vasquez with a blown save, and he's still responsible for A.J. Ellis, who's at second base.
You know what else I thought was nice this inning? And there's been a lot going on. The double steal was huge. Getting those both of them into scoring position.
Grounded to third base. Freeze will go to second for 1, to first, not in time. So they get the middleman for the first out of the inning, as Ellis takes third base, and Caesar with good speed reaches at first base, stays out of the double play. Smiles all the way around right now. Travis Jankowski coming up. 0 for 4 day today for Travis. Infield in again. Now this game was tied 4-4. Pirates got the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Had everything lined up. Their closer in the game, and all of a sudden the Padres put together a 4-run attack so far here in the 9th inning. Chased the closer from the game, and now still trying to get to Richard Rodriguez. Wants a new baseball and gets one from Tom Woodring, home plate umpire.
Well, the Padre hitters have had a great game plan, good blueprint going against the closer, Vasquez and now Rodriguez. And that plan is coming to fruition right here in the 9th.
Big conference at the mound. Cervelli headed out there, and the rest of the infield joined. First and third. Still just one out in the inning. Two and 0. Jankowski is flied out to center, grounded out to second, lined out to left, and grounded out to short. You got Simber, who's been up a few times in this game, and Brad Hand. Right now, it would be a safe situation at the moment.
Well, Glenn Hoffman in the ear of A.J. Ellis at third base. Remember the last time he scored, it was the suicide squeeze.
Ellis at third, Caesar at first with one out. Runner goes at first, and Jankowski fouls it off. Caesar had a start.
Yeah, with the way the infield's played also. I mean, both middle infielders nearly on the grass. That's a free base for Matt Caesar.
Fouled back, and we'll do it again. 2-2. Jankowski, the 8th member of the Padres to bat here in the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, and Jankowski strikes out for out number 2. First strikeout for Rodriguez, and there are 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Eric Hosmer. Hosmer struck out in the first, singled, and scored in the 4th. Struck out in the 5th, and struck out in the 8th. Ground ball towards shortstop. Mercer will go to first base for the out. That ends the inning. What an inning it was for the Padres. They score 4 times. Galvis dropping down the bunt that gets a run in. Padres. Spangenberg shooting this one to shortstop. Jordy Mercer on the errant throw allows the tying run to score in Perella at the time. Then the bunt by Galvis. That would produce the go-ahead run. Padres scoring 4 times in the inning. How about A.J. Ellis with this base hit into right center, scoring Galvis. And Manuel Margot on a base hit into right field. Now the Padres score 4 times, go from a 1-run deficit to a 3-run lead. A save situation for the closer, Brad Hand.
Brad has 13 on the year. Nice ERA, really good splits. The strikeouts are there as well. 37 and 23 and a third. Gave up his first hit to a left-hander the other night to Corey Dickerson. Now 1 for 27 against left-handers. Righty's hitting .236.
Spangenberg stays in the game, takes over at third base. Villanueva was pinch run for by Cordero. Francisco Cervelli leading it off for the Pirates here in the 9th inning.
I got a look-alike for Francisco Cervelli.
What do you got?
Rich Aurelia, former Giant.
Falling behind 3-0, Brad Hand here. Cervelli has struck out, got a sac fly, struck out and flied out to center. And a 4-pitch walk to begin things here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pretty much last on the list of things you want to do right here. Lead runner on for Josh Bell here in the 9th inning. Bell takes strike 1.
He's got the feel for that slider, and that slider was nasty the other night. It's been nasty all season, let's face it.
In the air to center field. Margot started back, now comes in. Caesar's there too, but it'll be Margot who makes the catch for out number 1 at the bottom of the 9th. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Corey Dickerson. A quiet day for the Pirates left fielder, 0 for 4. He's flied out twice, grounded out, and struck out. 4 for 17 in the series for Dickerson. Cervelli at first with 1 out. Dickerson pops it up left side of the infield. Spangenberg shading his eyes from the sun, makes the catch, and there are 2 outs in the 9th inning. So 2 away, and Cervelli still at first base. That'll bring up Sean Rodriguez. Now Rodriguez pinch ran for Colin Moran in the 8th. Runner goes at first as he'll reach second on the defensive indifference. Francisco Cervelli.
You know, Don, when this one's all over. Sure, the Padres have one out to get, but I think the theme in this series for the Pirates, men left on base. Right now they have 9 left on base. Last night 4, the night before that 13, 7 the first night.
And falls behind 2-0. All 3-0. That didn't miss by much. A pretty good pitch. Rodriguez taking all the way, and he takes ball 4. That'll bring the tying run to the plate. Second walk of the inning given up by Brad Hand.
A very uncharacteristic leadoff 4-pitch walk. 4-pitch walk right there, sandwiched in between 2 fly ball outs.
Well, in the midst of a meeting with himself right now. As he comes back up on top of the hill. With 2 down in the 9th inning, and Austin Meadows will be pinch hit for. Jose Osuna will pinch hit. And takes strike 1. It takes over for Meadows in the 7th spot in the order. Austin Meadows getting his first major league home run today, part of a 3-for-4 day, but they opt to pinch hit for him. Osuna has 2 home runs on the year, .269 average. On the ground up the middle towards Perella at second base. He'll flip, and everybody's safe. Base is now loaded.
I thought he was just going to go to first. He's still got a long way to run, and with two outs, a crack of the bat.
Goes to first, and this game is over.
And look at how far Freddie Galvis is playing in the hole. I mean, he's got a long way to go.
I think Rodriguez would have beat that anyway. Base is now loaded. Jordy Mercer's got a chance now. He homered earlier. Takes strike 1. A little more taxing than Brad had anticipated. He has walked 2 in this inning, though, including the leadoff hitter. Mercer choking up on the bat. 0-2. And gets a baseball, walks counterclockwise around the mound. Bases filled with Pirates. Cervelli at third, Rodriguez at second, Osuna at first. And it's 0-2 to Jordy Mercer. Hand gets the sign from A.J. Ellis. 0-2. Down and in and blocked by Ellis. And trying to wrap it up here for the Padres. Looking for save number 14 of the year for Hand. The 1-2 pitch. Mercer lines to third. Spangenberg makes the catch and the Padres win. Well, Brad Hand will get that 14th save. A line out to third ends the ball game. A 4-run top of the 9th inning for the Padres. And they take 3 out of 4 against the Pirates. First time that they beat them in a series since August of 2014 here at PNC Park. And the Padres take 3 out of 4 and win today 8-5. It's time for Padres Live. What's in store, Mike Pomerantz?